your dad's probably saying the same thing.
You know, nothing really.
They've cut everything.
How's the new center going? Okay.
Usually have either my mom or my mother-in-law or my grandma.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And how's that?
Actually busy. You guys in the gym, that's our great.
Be easier for you.
It's doing really well.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good.
That was good.
You want to give
So it's on here if you want to. That way it'll go through
what's that? Well, I never do either. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I have my phone because I'm like used to my paper. Yeah. Are we ready? Are we good? No? All right. Let's go ahead. We will call the meeting to order. It is, I think it says 10:01 if I can see that far. Thank you everybody for being here. We do have a quorum. Everybody is here. Would anybody like to make a motion to accept the staff report?
I'll make a motion, we accept staff report.
I'll second that.
Have a second. Any discussions or changes, questions? All right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting that we had? Any changes or corrections that anybody had seen that we need to make? Anybody like to make a motion to accept the minutes from the last meeting on April 14th, 2021?
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for the last meeting.
Thank you. Any questions? No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Perfect. Review of the applications. Heard we had 3 at the last meeting. Were all those approved, Derek, or what did we have?
Yes, so thank you, Madam Chair. So we heard the recommendations of the Planning and Zoning Commission at the April 20th, 2021 Board of County Commissioner meeting. So the Jerry Tripp zone map amendment, agricultural to light industrial was approved. Also the conditional use permit, towing, impound, and storage yard was approved as conditioned by the Planning and Zoning Commission. And the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Gross Nichols CUP for the impound and storage yard was also approved as conditioned by the Planning and Zoning Commission. And just wanted to point out, Madam Chair, that Commissioner Toman is here today, and she is my liaison, one of my liaisons to the Planning and Zoning, so we welcome her.
Yes, thank you for being here this morning.
That's all I
Very
have, Madam
nice.
Chair.
Perfect. We had the 3 last month. We have 1 today, which is awesome. So our first hearing is John Cash, Lost Creek, ISR LLC, a zone map amendment from agriculture to MD2. And it's my understanding you're doing the presentation today. Nice.
So be nice.
Yeah, awesome. We get a little change.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you said, we just have one public hearing for today with John Cash, the property owner for the 16 sections of land that he's looking at doing a zone map amendment on our 16 parcels of land that the BLM actually owns. The applicant is John Cash with Lost Creek ISR. It's currently zoned agricultural. It's just to the east of Wamsutter Crooks Gap Road. I'll give you a quick aerial of where everything's at. As you can tell, the parcels in red are what he's proposing to have the MD2 overlay on top of the ag be not necessarily changed, but amended so that the MD2 is actually an overlay to the base zoning district. So the ag will still remain as the surface zone to the area. MD2 is just for mineral exploration beneath the surface. So it deals with subsurface exploration, basically. There is no minimum district size for MD2 as there was on the hearings last week. This zone map amendment will be for approximately 10,240 acres. This request covers the area for the LC East project, which is currently adjoining to the already permitted and operating Lost Creek uranium project. And as you can tell, the kind of brownish color in the map, that's where the current project area is located. It's just expanding. Here's an overall site map. Everything in the beige area is what they're proposing to change to the MD2 overlay. We just made it a little bit easier and just went 2 section lines. That way it wasn't confined to a very meticulous land description. Here are the pictures as you enter the property. It is in the middle of the red desert.
Yay, yeah.
As you can, there's 6 criteria for the zone map amendment, and we'll just get right into that. The first, basically, does the amendment consistent and compatible with the current resolution and comprehensive plan? It encourages growth and development within the county. As I've stated before, would just be expanding an already existing project area. The amendment is located in an area where the existing topography is very well suited for mineral development uses. There is nothing else out there, middle of red desert again. Proposed zoning is compatible with existing or allowable uses in the adjacent properties and neighboring zoning districts. It's surrounded by agricultural zoning land and MD2 development overlay to the southwest. As I stated before, again, it's just an overlay. So actually all the lands out there, with the exception of one little tiny 40-acre parcel, is ag land. It's just expanding an already overlay out in this area. The proposed zoning district can demonstrate adequate public facilities, including roads, drainage, potable water, sanitary sewer, police, and fire protection exist or will serve the request at the time such facilities are needed. Because this is an extension of a project area out there, the Lost Creek Uranium Project, there are already public facilities in the area, so there's no need to expand. Plenty of access road that goes all the way into the property and goes out. The amendment does not adversely affect adjacent properties. Again, it's just expanding the MD2 overlay district, and there's been no complaints in the past to these properties that we are aware of. And last but not least, this conforms with all the 2015 zoning resolution requirements. And again, there's no minimum district size. When we put this out for agency comments, we got 2 back. Sweetwater County Emergency Management approves the zoning map amendment, and also Dominion Energy Questar Pipeline have no concerns with it, as they have no facilities in the area. And as a staff, we approve the recommendation of this zone map amendment from agricultural to add the MD2 overlay. And that's all I have, Madam Chair.
Perfect. And are you Mr. Cash? Awesome. Do you want to come up and introduce yourself? Is there anything that you would like to add to the presentation?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm John Cash with Your Energy. They're the parent company of Lost Creek ISR LLC, who holds the property and is asking for the zoning amendment. I really don't have any prepared comments, but I would say we really appreciate the support the county's given us, especially through the bond loan that helped us get the project up and running, and looking forward to ramping up production as the price of uranium increases. So would be glad to answer any questions that anyone has on the project.
I don't know that I have any questions. Does anybody else on the board have questions, comments for Mr. Cash before we? Seems pretty straightforward, nothing super crazy. Yeah, perfect. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll open it up for public comment. If anybody in the audience is in favor of the zone map amendment change, now would be your time to comment. These are always so fun. Hearing none, is anybody in the audience opposed to the zone map amendment change? Has there been anybody in the audience in general that would like to speak for, against, or just any comment? Okay, hearing none, we'll go ahead and we'll close the public comment. We'll open it back up to the commission if anybody has any other questions or need to address. Eric, anybody for?
This is pretty straightforward.
It really is. I know. I'm like, I'm just at a loss. Honestly, I'm like, it really is pretty simple. There's nothing super crazy.
Madam Chair, just one thing, they have been through the NEPA process, so this has been through the BLM and been approved, so.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well,
Think it's a good.
perfect. Well, hearing none from the commission, if anybody would like to make a motion to accept the zone map amendment overlay change.
I'll make a motion that we accept the ZMA to MD2 and
I'll second that.
Any other questions, comments before we take a vote? No? Okay. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. All those opposed, and motion carries. You're welcome. So it will go to in front of the county commissioners. Is it next Tuesday? Okay, at 8:30 in the morning.
I would just add, if any of you ever want to come out and take a tour of the site, just get in touch with me. Would be glad to give you a tour.
Awesome.
We are out in the middle
Awesome.
of nowhere, but our doors are open, so come on out and
Awesome.
see us.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That would, to me, that would be very interesting. So I might take you up on that.
I'm predicting field trip.
I agree. I'm like, I think that would be great. That stuff like that very much interests me. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Awesome. Eric, does anybody have anything else? I know we're,
Yeah, so at the next Board of County Commissioner meeting, I can send you the Zoom invite if you guys are interested, but I will be presenting the final report on the Middle Baxter project.
okay.
So I'll just send it to you guys, and if you're interested, feel free to jump on. If you can be in person, that's great. If not, it's no big deal. But the report's done, and now it's whether we fund it and the different mechanisms for that, whether it's grants, America Rescue Plan, 6 cent penny is another option. So because I know that the next commissioner meeting, they're going to have discussions about 6 cent penny and the budget. So that's what's coming up. Currently, been working with Commissioner Toman on the Raven Solar Project. As far as it going through the NEPA process, as you know, it requires a conditional use permit from the Planning and Zoning Commission and the Board of County Commissioners. So that'll be a big project. There's some controversial issues with that project, so be prepared for those related to antelope migration that you're going to hear about. And the other thing is the state legislator changed some statute according to solar. So now it requires an industrial siting permit. The other thing is it changed the setbacks. So our setbacks are not in alignment with the state statute. So I didn't think we'd have a July hearing, but we will have a July hearing because we need to change those. Now, if this project comes in before that, really, I don't see it as an issue because we can always rely on state statute to go back to. And in comments, we've told the project owner and applicant that they need to comply with those setbacks. So just so you know, those will be the comments moving forward, that they need to meet these setback requirements. They're a lot more restrictive than what we have, especially from a public right of way. So you will be seeing that in July. I'm working on those. Those will take high priority to get those changed. So you will see that. Other than that, Pacific Trona and Atlantic Trona is still going through the NEPA process for that. So that's all I have. So if you can make it to the next Board of County Commissioner meeting, I'll send you the Zoom invite so you have it. It's around 9:45.
Or you can do it in person.
Or you can come in person. Yep, whatever you'd like. Yep, absolutely. So that would be great. And we'll have I've invited the cities also, Mayor Como, who is a big part of the Middle Baxter project, and same with Reed Clevenger, who is also part of it too. So that's all I have, Madam Chair.
Perfect. I know you guys are busy, very, very busy down there. Lots going on in the county.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, a short and sweet meeting. with nothing else, we'll go ahead and adjourn. It is 10:15. Holy cow.